What's up, boys? How we doing?
Good afternoon, good evening, Harry Brown. How you been? How you doing?
I'm good. Hope you boys are good too. Has Lang been kind of filled in by yesterday, Luciano?
Yeah. I told him
I've
about
been
that.
filled in. Well, let's go through a couple of positives first.
Okay.
Arush is back.
Oh
I spoke
shit!
to him this
Hell
morning.
yeah!
He's just going to be chilling in his apartment until come Monday, though. He's officially back Monday, although he's back today. Ilya's due for a big promotion. Obviously, we'll have a meeting about that with Arush and kind of assess things first, just to make sure we're all on the same page. But I was talking to Luciano. We're having a chat before he called. We want to start kind of defining some more roles within the crew.
Mm-hmm.
One being a captain or a cap or whatever the fuck you want to call it. And instead of putting somebody in that role and seeing how they do, we want to put people in the role that has pretty much already assumed that role, right? So Ilya has been running the weed operation. He's been doing very well, at least as far as I'm concerned. We can talk about it on Monday though before we, officially make anything official and put it up to a vote, whatever. And he's been running his own crew, obviously producing cash for us, kicking it up, whatever. And the other guy would be Teddy, who I spoke to yesterday, and he has been running his own crew for the materials and the weed. So he's got a whole operation that he's running. And those two guys right now kind of fit the bill for captains. And Ilya will probably be the first guy that we officially promote and kind of see how that goes, assuming that things go well with our talk about him and assessing what he did while Arush was absent goes well, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Lucian also brought up asking, getting Gigi more of a, obviously the treasurer, but also an advisor role, which for me personally, I'm cool with if she's cool with, but I'm not going to assume how she's going to feel, after a few months or whatever. But there is concern there for me that she will go crazy. Trying to be, she's kind of right now, she's kind of being the person that people go to talk about their problems. She's more than willing to hear them out, try to give guidance and shit, which is great. But I think that shit burns so much fuel trying to do that all the time that it just drives you insane. Or at least it's driven me insane. It's why I left for Brazil, right?
Yeah.
Like only my concern there with her kind of going into that role. I mean, Luciano talked about how it being something that's temporary. That sort of role doesn't last forever, which is good, but it's just something to think about.
Yeah.
She would be doing the two most stressful things for the crew: managing money and then managing people.
Yeah, I feel like we need to like set expectations with her when it comes to like how deep she gets into advising people. Advising is like just straight up giving people advice. Telling them what they could do, what they what might be good for the crew. That's it. I don't think she should dive into how people are feeling and whatnot. I mean, yeah, it's okay to hear people out and just have a decent conversation with somebody, but if she gets to the point where she's looking out for everybody's feelings, that'll 100% burn her out in a short amount of time.
It's like a very fine line, right? Like you want to like managing people is good, but then there's like that fine line where it kind of it can just destroy you very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sounds good to me. If she ends up wanting to take that on, she seems like she likes being the kind of mediator, which would be good for us because I don't think really.
At the end of the day, we need somebody that's willing to put up with it. Just to be kind of blunt about it, right? Like, I can't put up with it. I refuse to. But it's also maybe a little naive to ignore the fact that this also is a part of it that comes with it. Like you have to at some point manage people, advise people, and shit like that.
Yeah.
I can't be asked to do it. Obviously, you can't, Harry. Luciano doesn't mind doing it. I don't know how you completely feel about it, but maybe having somebody in that role that seems to enjoy it at least, would be good.
I'm 50-50. I have my limits with it as well. I dealt with it 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm like 50-50 with it. So I'm, I got my limits. I'll just say that.
Yeah. So those are just things to kind of think about. What do you think, Harry, about the, Ilya and Teddy and shit and promoting them and whatnot?
No, I think they earned it. Like actually earned it.
Yeah.
I mean, Ilya was, I mean, back when he was pushing for Frank, I mean, he was basically doing it for free. I mean, he stepped up, and he more than stepped up. He stepped into the role. So, and Teddy's just extremely independent, which is great. I forget he exists sometimes, and I say that in like a good way.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily stepping up. It's just more of a stepping into roles that we need, right? Because somebody like Octo, for example, has stepped up tremendously, but I don't think he's like a captain. He likes to do things on his own. He's very low key. He's very solo, right?
Yeah.
It's just more kind of like seeing roles that we need within the crew and just putting people that are kind of already assume that role into that official position. Now, we can talk about the next thing. Listen, just cut and dry for me. 90% of what Tony did, shit that happens is forgivable. We're all humans. We're in a very hot business. It's inevitable, right? Shit's gonna go down, whatever. This whole situation with the we have to sell the house. This whole situation with the cops showing up to the house where Tony is at with a fucking gun. To me, that's just that right there is just crazy.
Yeah. No, it's we do need to move. I mean, we live right behind Chang Gang, who are always causing troubles. I mean, the cops swarmed them fucking last Friday. I mean,
last night they were doing the same around the same block. It's not just Chang Gang. There's so many organizations back there that we don't really know about too much.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously that was always a factor, but I think now with the cops, Tony, right here, he got arrested outside the house with the gun and had a key to that house.
Right. I mean,
he didn't get arrested outside of the house. He got stopped outside of the house, and we took off.
But he got arrested outside the house.
He was
where he actually got arrested doesn't matter, right? It's where the point of interaction took place, and that was outside the house.
I mean, I regret not passing the info about having the gun on the lap, because the same shit happened to me and you, Lang. We just kind of outsmarted the cops.
I did pass the info to somebody. Who'd you? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know he had the gun on his lap though, because the job was done. You know what I mean? There was no reason to have the gun out at all. The job was done. We were going back to the house to deposit the money. There's no reason for him to have the gun out.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, it's like a mistake, but it's not. I mean, I thought about this, and there's no way I can. I don't even want to entertain the conversations about like with the money cleaning with Octo and Tony being robbed. Like, I don't think we can demand that they make that right, because it's just so hot. I mean, like,
yeah.
Straight after, I was literally having a conversation with Luciano after Tony got arrested, and they got hit again, but luckily only for like $3,000, and they had like they salvaged the $18,000. Like, I think we're just going to deter anyone from running it full stop if we find people. That's the problem. It's already bad enough trying to get people to do it. We don't need just to push buttons.
Coming right now. Well, that's what I said, right? Like 90% of it is like whatever, shit happens. It's all good. I don't really give a fuck that he even lost a gun. It's gonna happen. Like we're gonna use shit. It's just gonna go sideways. It's just happening outside of that house is fucking bad.
Yeah,
that part is bad. And then you allow. And then you have the key on you, which ties it all up together with a nice little fucking bow. You know what I mean? The cops catch Tony outside the house with a gun. They can suspect, okay, is he living in one of these houses? Sure, right? Then there's some gray area there. They catch Tony outside with a gun that has the key to the house of the house he was parked outside of. Listen, if we got raided last night, it was over. Let me call Tony back. Tell him to get down here.
Yeah, call him back.
Hey, come down to Cyprus. I'll see you here, all right? Okay. Okay. All right. Where are you? Okay. No problem. Sean, you want to go pick up Tony?
You want me to get somebody to drop him off? Pick him up, drop him off? I got Ilya online too.
Yeah.
Get Ilya to pick him up at the Mission Roll and drop him off here.
All right.
But that for me is like, we got to look at Tony and be like, come on. Like, why the fuck do you have the key on you in the first place? right? And we all keep the keys on us when we do sketchy shit, but you take on that risk of getting bitched at, no?
Yep. I mean, my concern is what stops this from happening in Mirror Park, you know? Coming out of a gun, say like, you know, you might have to fucking use it if some prick's standing outside trying to rob you, you know what I mean? Like, this is going to happen in Mirror Park too. And
Yeah, but that's not what happened though,
concerns
right?
me.
Like nobody was trying to rob Tony. Tony just had the gun out, chilling in his car.
Well, that's what I mean, right? And look what happened with him just having a gun out. You know, I think it's I'm just trying to think of a system where we can avoid that. But the problem is it doesn't matter whether you use the house up in Sandy or you use the house in the South Side. You're putting properties at risk coming in and out of houses with guns, just straight up. I think now I guess that, you know, just
That is true. Yeah.
don't pull the fucking gun out. But like I think it's just like something that people aren't used to having to worry like to that level. I mean, Langer. I mean, me and you got caught out. I was not expecting to be rolled up on by
Yeah,
half
don't get
the
me wrong.
cops.
The situation is fucked, right? Like these locals are fucking calling in any sort of guns that they see.
Yeah,
I think the solution is just keep the gun in the glove box until you absolutely need it.
yeah,
And if you're doing sketchy shit, like don't ever park in front of the house when you're doing sketchy shit. You know, park in the back. If Tony parked in the spot that we park when we're doing sketchy shit, no problem.
I'm
problem.
I'm gonna be honest. It happened to me and you, Lang, and then it happened to Luciano, Octo, and Tony. Listen, that's the warnings, right? If it happens again, I think we gotta start being a bit more strict. But everyone knows what the fuck is up now, right? So I think we
today.
That's true. Yeah.
Today we got to let everybody know like what the risks are when it comes to the guns and shit.
Yeah.
Like, we need to relay this information and make it crystal clear. That way, if it happens again, we hold people accountable. It was said in the meeting. If you didn't listen, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the warning's over with. You know what I mean? Because it's happened to all of us. Luckily, me and
Now, do we
Lang
know-
got away, but
Does Tony have fucking cash for his kick up? Do we know?
we'll
I
find
have no
out.
idea.
We'll find out. I mean, he's
Boys,
gonna.
I think this is a. Sorry, go ahead.
Nah, go on. What's up, Luciano?
I think this is a big wake up call for us to not have all of our eggs in that fucking house. But what I mean by that is, I'm not talking about the weed. I'm not talking about the fucking moonshine that we moved. I'm talking about the money. That dirty money, we should probably end up moving it up.
Yeah, the
Up
money
to
needs to be
Azul.
moved out of there. That goes up. That needs to go up to Azul. Yeah.
With the amount of people that are going in and out of that house, I mean, how many of us are there? 12, 15 of us?
Yep.
That's just, even if it's
Remember,
like 1% per person.
Once we sell that property and get a new house, we can kind of reset things a bit with the keys, right?
Yeah, exactly. But with the amount of people we have going in and out, something's bound to happen. The cops are bound to fucking stake it out, whatever. If it ever gets raided, if there's that small possibility, we can't have everything in there. It's got to be at the Don House.
Yeah, I think we put the computers and the money up in the Don house, and then that, like this new house, even in Mirror Park, the guns are there, and it's kind of like stuff that's like temporarily there, right? Not
Yeah.
stuff
Hey,
like
Tony.
fucking all that cash and
going
the
on,
computer
boys?
shit. What's up, Tony? You know what I mean? Like, there's no point. I'm down to move stuff, but I mean, Luciano brought up the fact that, like, you know, moving all the computer shit is like a $500,000 heist for someone. It's really sketchy,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
really fucking dodgy. So I don't know when we want to do that, but it's gonna, you know, we're gonna have to do it as a probably like 6 people, or whatever, or 4. I don't know.
How you doing, Tony?
You know, it is what it is. Made
It's
some
kick up
mistakes
day today,
yesterday.
baby.
Yeah, I can't pay that.
What do you mean you can't pay that, Tony?
Listen, man,
What
I made
happened?
some mistakes yesterday. All right, I'm not proud of them. Okay, lot went down yesterday for me. I fucked up. It's a bad day yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit happens, man. I mean, the same thing happened to me and Lang. I was rolling around with a gun on my lap, and the cops turned up. Like, we learn from it, we move on, it ain't gonna happen again, you know?
I mean, mistakes happen, but the kick up's got to be paid, Tony.
Yeah, but I don't have the money, so I'll
To-
work towards getting it.
Tony, you
How
do
much you
re-
get fined, Tony?
17,000.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
I don't even know what the lawyer
Wait.
fees are gonna cost me yet.
You know, every day you don't pay the kick up is an extra 1,000 you got to pay, right?
Yes, Lane, I'm very aware. Okay.
And Tony, you do
Okay.
know next week we're up in the
We're up in the next week to 25 grand. Yeah.
Should I just leave or what?
No, but did you I'm just saying
Okay.
like
Okay, can you not stress me out about fucking money after I just got out of prison? You're sitting here like you
we ain't
obviously don't
stressing you out.
fucking know.
Listen, you're too hot headed. You need to be aware of these things, Tony. You're a fucking
I
Don,
am
and I'm
aware.
tired of beating around
I'm
the fucking
aware.
bush.
I'm
well,
aware.
who told you
You-
that, Tony? I'm only
I
filling
already
you in
know.
because I thought you didn't know. Who
Oh, we had the meeting the other day, the day before.
Oh shit,
before
were you here
yesterday
for that?
I got called.
My bad.
we
I don't
talked
think you
about
were at that
upping it.
meeting. Okay, sorry.
Listen, I know there's money that's got to be paid. I'm gonna work on it. Just need a couple days. That's all.
Are you in debt?
Yeah,
Fuck. How much you in debt for?
I think like 17,000.
What?
Wait, so when they arrested you, you didn't have money in your account?
11,000.
Okay.
Oh, I
Jesus
did.
Christ.
Yeah.
Well, it's not too
Hey,
bad.
listen, I'm sorry things went down the way they did. You know, it was that was very unfortunate. Those fucking polls, man.
Yeah, I made a mistake. Won't happen again. It is what it is. No reason to
tried-
cry about it.
We tried seeing if there was a possibility to pick you up and get you out of there, but you know they swarmed that fucking
Oh,
place.
it's not worth it. But yeah,
I
I'll
don't
get the
know.
money. Try to get it all this weekend. But yeah, yesterday was fucked.
What the cops say to
Luckily,
you?
you know, Suarez was trying to you know, waddle his way around me, trying to you know, get things out of me and all that. But, you know, I mean, learn from the past, got a lawyer right away. They took care of it. They, you know, they wanted to raid the house. Obviously they couldn't. I don't own it, just have a key to it. You know, they didn't raid my apartments or anything like that. Asked me where I got the gun, extended mag, all this. You know, I mean, being an old man has its perks now. I could just act like I forget things.
We dodged the fucking bullet here, boys.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. We
mean, the
may have
timing
dodged
was
the bullet,
terrible.
guys. They could still, just because nothing is happening now, we don't know if something happens next week,
Yeah.
right? Like they could be building a case or whatever.
I mean, I gotta
Exactly.
tell you, I mean, they pulled us out front, you know, outside, right outside the house. I mean, they seen, you know, they pretty sure they seen Octo come outside, you know,
Come outside and do what?
outside of the house. You know, he was in that car. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they start investigating the house. Photos and all that. People going in with, you know, whatever.
You mean to tell me they saw somebody come out of that house into the car?
No, not into the car.
No,
But they
I
seen
think.
the car pull up.
Hold on. Re-explain it. Re-explain it.
All right.
You know, as soon as we pull up to the
Let
house.
Tony explain, Luciano. He's literally the guy that saw it happen.
As soon as
Go
we
for it.
pull up to the house, I mean, Luce was there, but, you know, as soon as we pull up, you know, Octo runs out of the car, runs in the house, right? As soon as he gets in the house, the cops come around the corner,
Jesus.
you know? So they could have seen him, could have not.
So they could have seen
Octo-
him run into the house
Right,
from the
right.
car.
Right. But,
Oh,
you know,
we're
as soon
fucked.
as we pulled
We gotta
up.
move.
No, I don't think they saw him. I don't think they saw
That's
him.
what I'm saying. But
I
I,
don't
think,
think they
we
saw
should
him.
just see it as maybe they did see him. You know what I mean?
It was
Yeah,
called
I'm gonna
Los
assume that they
Polos
fucking saw him. I don't know what
Hernandez.
the fuck you guys are talking about right now. I'm gonna be honest.
He came out of the house and he just walked up like
Yeah.
towards us, but he didn't get in the
He
car.
didn't get in the car.
So
You know,
so there's
right.
no reason. I mean,
What
I
was he
guess
wearing?
He was
he was wearing his usual fit. You know,
Yeah,
he
exactly.
was fine.
So he was blacked out with a fucking helmet on, right?
Right. I mean, they're
Yeah,
not
well,
dumb.
there you go.
know, they're
Yeah,
not stupid.
they're not, exactly. These guys aren't fucking preschoolers, guys. They're fucking police officers who dedicate their life in investigating and putting people behind bars for breaking the fucking law. We need to move.
Yeah.
There's no way we go and just hope that they didn't see anything. We need to move. That is fucked. We ain't got no money.
My concern is I think moving is just applying a band-aid. That's the problem. Like,
It doesn't matter if it's applying a band-aid, Harry. It doesn't matter what it applies. If they raid that place tomorrow, we are done. We're done. Everything is gone. No matter what the fucking band-aid is. If we
I've
get
been-
raided tomorrow, next day, next week, we lose everything.
I've been
Over $1
offering
million
to
of
help
investment.
move the shit like for days now. Like we can move everything today, up north. It's a
We
bitch to do, but I mean it's not.
We need to move the money up north, and then we need to move everything else into a new house of operations. Like we can't stop operations. We just can't. But we just can't. I mean, that's just my opinion on it. We move all the cash out of there up to the north house with the weed. That way it's safer.
Yeah.
There's an extra layer.
I mean, I
but
agree.
we
to be
can't
honest.
stop operations. We need our people to keep working. If we stop bringing in money now, we're fucked.
See, that's why I think like me personally, I think it's smart. You have the captains operate out of that fucking south side shitbox as like a distraction, and meanwhile, you know, but
What do you mean as a distraction? What are you saying? I'm not going to put my people out the fucking...
right. But
get
you're
slaughtered.
you're moving everybody to Mirror Park, and 12 people having keys again, going in and out. It's going to be the same thing all over again. And then
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter until
me, it
it's the
matters.
same thing all
To
over
me-
again.
to me, it
How does that
matters.
matter?
because you got people hanging around.
So what is the
outside
solution, Harry?
You keep you keep the south side house. You get, you know, the captains.
And then when it gets raided and half our guys get put up in jail for years, what do we do then?
I mean, it's not going to be under their name, and there's not going to be as much shit in there.
It
It's
doesn't matter. The cops already know we're operating out of there. That information is never going to change.
I just don't see like when we move to a more expensive property that costs us a shitload, and the same thing happens again. Then what do we do? I feel like we can't just
We
keep moving
prevent it-
around
we prevent
forever.
it from happening again. Like
We learn
need
from
to
our mistakes.
Like, yeah, this needs to be prevented. It's just to go and assume this is going to happen again is dumb. Now it could happen again for sure, but we need to do everything that we can to prevent this from happening. What happened yesterday could have been tremendously avoided, easily.
It's not the first case that they'll have their eyes on the house for. I mean, the first time you were busted as well, Harry. I'm sure they're building shit up. You know.
Listen, I mean, take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt. Yeah, it could have been avoided. How the fuck am I supposed to know when a fucking local's gonna call the cops when a gun's sitting on my lap?
Yeah, but the excuses don't matter right now. What matters
It's not
right
an
now?
excuse. It's a very valid fucking thing. We have a gun in the car. It's on my fucking lap. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
but-
sure.
But
And
it-
even
it
the
doesn't-
place that they got the call, that I got from the lawyer, was not where the house is. That's the fucking thing.
It
That-
doesn't
that's
matter, right?
not
Because
where
it's
it
happened
was.
already. It's already happened. So it doesn't matter if a local called it in or not, or how we're supposed to avoid it. It's already happened. Right now, we know that this can happen, and now we need to make sure that we avoid this.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Now, obviously, we know, but to the phrase that this could have easily been avoided isn't really the best situation or best thing to say about that situation because there's no way we could have known at all.
This could have been avoided, but that doesn't matter. But this 100% could have been avoided.
How so?
We don't park outside of front of the house when we're doing sketchy shit. We park in the spot that is considered the fucking sketchy spot. We don't carry keys when we're doing
They
sketchy
were
shit.
already
we talked
turning
about
on
already.
the street. They were already turning on the street.
It doesn't
They
matter.
already
You
they had
still-
the call in
Tony,
for the
Tony,
call.
I don't care to argue about this. It could have been avoided, and we just need to understand that this can be avoided if we try to avoid it.
We've already gone
now
over this
it,
stuff though.
Now it can,
we already
but
had
it
rules
couldn't
of
have been
this.
before.
We already went through this fucking when we got the house. We weren't supposed to be parking in front of it, doing all this shit anyway.
Exactly.
So
That's what I'm saying.
it,
Yeah.
it does come down to sloppiness, but I mean,
Okay,
every-
100%,
there was
yeah.
no sloppiness though. It was a fucking local calling in for a gun on a lap on a fucking thing that they shouldn't have even fucking
Did you have your
seen.
key on you?
This
To the
couldn't
house?
have been avoided. You know
Did
what
you
I mean?
have your
It
key
was-
on you to the house?
Yes, but that
So
doesn't
that's
matter.
sloppy.
It is.
Park
It's not
outside in front of the
sloppy.
house.
It is, Tony.
fucking
It is-
sloppy.
it is
No, it's
sloppy,
not.
Tony.
because
You're
because
crazy.
they if you don't have a key, they don't know you have keys to anywhere. I'm the only person where
Yeah.
they look me up on the record.
It's
It
a
says
money
I'm an
run.
owner.
We were hot. We were
Like,
with Octavio running $30,000 in cash. Yes, we're gonna have a gun on us. 2, we're gonna have fucking security. 3, yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't think a local could call in a fucking gun on my lap on a car that's outside like we normally park.
No, but-
Tony, whether the local called it in or not, it is still sloppy.
Yeah, because
You
we
need to
had
understand
meetings
that.
about not
Okay,
parking in front of
but
the house
in the
and
frame,
not carrying
in the
key.
frame of it, there was not like he's moving in any boxes. There's not like it was us in a legal Glendale pulling up to our legal house. You know what I'm saying? There's no fucking car parts that are going in. There's no boxes that are going in. This is it, in the realm of things. It looks very normal. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. It's not sloppy. Everything was normal. It was that a fucking local obviously somehow seen a gun on a fucking lap. Cops get called. They fucking go find the car. They found the car. It's parked outside.
Were you doing illegal shit?
No, we're driving normal. It's an illegal fucking call. This was after the run.
But you literally just said that you guys were running money, right?
Yes,
And
but this
Oscar
was
running
after
money
the
back
run.
to the
This
house.
is after the run.
We
After the
were just
run.
depositing
Different
money.
car.
Yeah,
No
so
illegal
that's
activity was
still-
taking place.
No, depositing money that we've obtained illegally into a house where we're trying to hide the money is still sketchy shit that we're doing, guys.
Okay, but it looks so normal in the realm. Like
No,
it's
it
a
doesn't look
legal
normal when a
car
guy
pulling
is
up to
fully
the
blacked
house.
out with a fucking black helmet. That is never gonna look normal to a cop, and we know this. That is
Yeah,
never
but
gonna look
everybody
normal.
in the city wears that.
And
like-
everybody in the city are a bunch of fucking idiots who are sloppy.
If you have a legal
don't
gun,
think the realm of it was sloppy, but we
if
can
you
agree-
have an illegal gun
agree
and a
to
key,
disagree.
they're gonna want to raid the property. If
100%,
they
yeah.
work out which one it is, and if you don't have
Well,
a
they
key on
didn't.
you,
They can't. They can't. I don't own the house. Just because I have a key to it doesn't mean they can't. I figured this all out yesterday. They can't
Well-
raid somebody else's house just because I have a key to it.
We don't
Like, I
know
sat
that though.
down with the lawyers. Like, no, this is a thing. They cannot.
It doesn't matter what the lawyer says, Tony. It matters what the cops go and try to put on a fucking search warrant to kick doors down, and that nobody has any idea what to put down. They can very well write, "Oh, we saw blacked out guy
He's a
run into the
lawyer.
house."
He knows the law.
It doesn't matter what he knows. It literally does not matter.
It's literally the law. Like,
probable
you
Tony,
can't- he told me this.
Tony,
Like,
it does not. It does not matter. The police officers can produce probable cause, put it on a fucking piece of paper, and get a judge to sign it. The lawyer cannot do anything about that.
Well, they
All they
didn't raid the
need-
house for this reason alone. They couldn't battle it. They knew they couldn't battle it.
They
If
didn't raid the
did-
house yet.
Okay,
Like, he-
and this is why I'm saying that yes, they didn't raid it yet because they didn't have enough. Okay, just me having the key isn't enough. What they're gonna do now is they're gonna case the house. They're gonna case the house. They're gonna take photos. They're gonna see people coming in and out. So yeah, I agree. The house should be fucking moved because if we keep it in the same spot, yeah, even though it's hot, and what you're saying, Harry, yeah, move it to another spot. It's just gonna be the same thing. But the thing is that this house, the food inside of it, let's say it's an oven, this shit is cooked. Okay, it is burnt. It is ready to come out. If it stays in anymore, it's just gonna turn into fucking, ashes. It needs to be moved in order to, get a little bit of the fucking heat off for a while, and then if it comes back, then we move again. Like, I understand that the house is hot. I understand yesterday things shouldn't have happened, but they did, and it is what it is. All I'm saying is that there's no way possible that we could have prevent that call from happening. We didn't know it was going to be a possibility. Like, there's no,
Yeah, but you were still sloppy, and that's okay.
It's-
I don't know why you're so defensive about it. It's okay to be
because
sloppy.
it
We're all
wasn't sloppy. I'm not going to sit here and say it was sloppy. It wasn't
Tony, you're
sloppy.
carrying an illegal gun on you, and you're carrying the key to the house
was a
that has
legal
everything. That is
car.
always going to be sloppy. It does not
Legal
matter.
car after the run. We pull up to the house as normal as we always do. It is not sloppy. We have done this multiple times. It is not sloppy. It was a legal car. A guy runs in the house to drop something off. In the frame of things, it does not even look sloppy. It is a very normal thing.
And we're
I don't
going in
know what to tell
circles
you.
here.
Yeah,
We're going in circles
I
here.
don't want to go in circles. It's fine.
Listen,
It's whatever.
listen,
This can be
now we
prevented
know.
moving forward. We
Yeah.
need to get a new fucking house, and we got to come up with a system that actually works better. And people just need to stick to it.
Yeah. Today, we set the expectations. We hold people accountable. We let them know. Guns are a huge fucking risk. Even if you got them on your laps in the car, we got to let people know. This can't happen again. That's the bottom line. We're lucky we haven't been raided. We move houses. We prevent this from happening. We cut the amount of keys that people have. Simple as that. We make the ship a whole lot more tighter. That's all we can do right now moving forward.
Yeah, 100%.
Question is, where do we move?
Well, this factors in a whole bunch of other reasons. Living anywhere in that area is just terrible. I don't want to be anywhere near Chang'an. I don't want
I
to be
agree.
anywhere near the fucking associates. I don't want to be anywhere
Southside's
near that.
fucked. It's
The
terrible.
South Side's
Yeah, it's
absolutely
way
fucked.
too hot. It's fucking. everybody and the mothers down there. It's the worst place for us to be for what we're doing. Like we have to move.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, we also don't have very many options. We're not going to live in fucking Polito. No one's ever going to drive up and down there all fucking day with the shit that we do. Period. Right? We're not going to live in fucking Sandy Shores. Don't need to explain why there. Our only other option, unfortunately, is Mirror Park.
What's the housing market like right now? Is there any like, you know,
The perfect
area that we can move
there's-
in that maybe we could afford right now?
That's the thing. I don't think we choose what we could afford to move into. I think we choose what is the most logical. And there's 2 houses there that are not in the neighborhood. They are isolated. And that is what we need. We need a bit of isolation for our fucking house, at least in my opinion. I'm not trying to move into the neighborhood and have neighbors all around me. There's 2 houses there that are on its own street, and they're across the street from each other. So even those 2 houses have a bit of space from each other. And it's isolated from actually Mirror Park. It's not, in my opinion, that's not even in Mirror Park where those 2 houses are at.
Oh, I like that idea. How much are we looking at?
It's going to be like $750,000.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's not cheap. Anything in Mirror Park, I think the cheapest you probably find is like 400,000.
There's actually cheap ones there, but they're probably yeah, you probably have neighbors.
Yeah.
The cheapest one in Mirror Park is 320. Looks like a nice.
Harry's like not completely wrong, right? Like this could happen again, but we have to do our fucking best to avoid it. And I think location. There's a reason that fucking house is probably so expensive, right? It's the fucking location.
Yeah, and it's fucking huge, and it's nice as fuck too. It's got multiple levels. Like the house is fucking big.
So, now, like we could consider, we could try to come up with a better solution, but this house in the south, like it's just, I wish we could buy property here in Cyprus because that would be the best move that we could do.
There are some more other properties like warehouses that I think are like 3 stories or some shit.
Yeah, but that's central south side. Like that's in like the center of the south side.
That's like Vanilla Unicorn area, yeah.
Yeah, like that's terrible. It's just terrible. You're gonna get stopped by everybody every day there. Like we need a bit of quiet, but we need close to the city. It's kind of hard to find exactly everything that's positive that we need. But being the south side, in my opinion, just not even be anywhere near the south side. It's just way too hot. Everybody down there as well. They're just sloppy as fuck. People are shooting each other. People just don't give a shit. Even then, fucking like the other day when what was I doing? I think it was me and Harry. We were about to go set up an ambush on Chang'an. That was the day. Fucking there's a Chang'an car parked right in front of our car by our fucking house. They come running out of nowhere. 4 dudes get in that fucking car. You know what I mean? It's just way too fucking hot.
Where was it parked?
It was like parked like in front of the little warehouse, like right next to our house. Little building there. Like it's just too hot. Even the other day, I go to call Jean Paul to fuck with him a little bit. I jump on the roof, and I look behind the cul-de-sac. There's like 30 motherfuckers there, including John Paul, doing just a bunch of fucking hot ass sketchy shit.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
The thing is, we sell our house for 200 grand, which is what it's worth, and then after next Friday, we'll have I calculate about 300 grand come in because of the 25k kick-ups across the board. That puts us at 500. We're still short like another like 400 because of taxes. So,
okay, so I got a buyer potentially for that house for 180k if we want to do it.
mm-hmm.
I'm also willing to put in about $300,000 to $350,000 of my own cash, and I don't even care to get that paid back. Unless obviously we flip the house one day in the future, then I want my money back. For me, putting that money into a house is just me putting my money in a fucking place that just can't be taken from me. the fucking investment for me. So I don't mind sinking my own money into that.
Yeah, I've been hoarding cash, but I've been hoarding it for the potential next steps of this, moonshine shit. So I've been holding on to my cash in case I need like a big purchase. It's kind of, I don't necessarily mind putting money towards it either, but I'm trying to keep like money aside for like this operation I'm trying to build. But
well, I think selling the Southside house kind of covers our money that we put, because that money would go into this new house, right? And then I think we just ask people who want to invest into this house. Then we just ask like particular people who want to put in money, because at the end of the day, if we ever flip the house, they would get that money back, and this house would be so easy to fucking flip in the future when the economy is fucking booming.
Yeah, if you do it smart as well, actually, it is actually an investment if we do it that way. If, for example, if you work out how much you're putting in and then offset it by the percentage of the house you're buying, it goes up in value, right? So when you sell it, you get a percentage back. So you get more back than what you put in.
Yeah, because if you think a bit like long term, like look at the Southside houses. Like I would say like 70% of it is bought out.
Anybody got any food?
Real estate is eventually. Oh my god, maybe even more now. Real estate is going to eventually.
It's going to be huge.
It's going to be massive.
I have the numbers here, boys. Our house we bought on the south side was 168,000. It's saying now market value is 204,000. It went up $36,000 in the short time that we've owned it. That's our shitty south side house.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of money. 36 grand on a property that was 160. That's gone up a lot.
Yeah.
So you sure you want to go for this more expensive one and not a Mirror Park house that's like 350? You want this more expensive one, yeah?
I think if this is gonna be like the Don House, and then just for people who actually operate out of it, I personally want to go for the expensive one, which is why I'm just willing to pay a big chunk of it off, and I'm not gonna, it's not something that's marked, tracked. I'm not gonna expect other people to match my money. Nothing. I don't mind just putting up my cash. It's part of the reason why I've also been hoarding cash, was to either buy the perfect house or to buy property for the sanitation crew. But this business shit with the fucking mayor is an absolute shambles. So I don't think I'll be doing that anytime soon. So I don't mind just putting like I will dead ass cover $350,000 of that house, no problem.
Okay, 180. Can you maybe squeeze a bit more? Okay, actually 180 we still make a profit on it. 180. When do you want to make? When are we looking to make this purchase in Mirror Park? Like
as soon as possible.
Can we wait till next Friday or not?
We I don't know.
Listen,
maybe
the alternative is, and this is really fucked up, is literally springing it on people that we want 25k each today. But that's a real, like, it's a desperation thing. I'm not saying we should do it. It's just something we can. It's a possibility if you feel like this is so urgent that we need to move ASAP. Because the math.
I think we can survive until next Friday, but it's not necessarily ASAP. It's just for peace of mind for me personally.
So
it's not even the cops, my man. Like for me, the cops are just second nature. The main thing for me is I'm just tired of living in that fucking area and just being around Changing all the fucking time.
Yeah. I think in the meantime, if we wait until Friday, we just move some of the essentials over to Azul, and then we'll have a little bit more of a peace of mind.
The map is there for next Friday. If you're dumping your money into it, the 300k from kick-ups next week, and then the house being sold is $830,000. So,
yeah.
But why don't we wait and see, Lang, so you don't put in like all that kind of money in there? Wait and see like who else is willing.
My money. Listen, it's my money. It's my decision. You know what I mean? I want to get that house. I will pay the majority of it. I have no issue with that at all. As long as the understanding is, whenever that house is flipped, I get my money back.
Yeah,
and then some. If the price goes up, right?
Yeah, we'll do on percentages. It'll probably be pretty crazy investment. So you'll be good no matter what.
Look, I got money that I can put in as well.
Yeah, me too. I can fill if we're short. So.
Yeah, me too. Just I'm willing to put that in, no problem at all. I'm not using any of that money right now, so just let me know.
Let's call Gigi over here, go over treasurer meeting shit, and then we can start rounding people out. Unless we got anything else.
Okay.
Tony, you doing all right?
Yeah, I'm fine, man.
You sure?
As fine as can be, just gonna work hard. Try to get some money up.
The only thing I need approval on is I want to listen. I had the is that GG?
Yeah. Hey, we're over the spot if you want to swing by. I see some.
I
Say, Harry.
I brought this up to Luciano. I've had the talk. So obviously I stopped growing. Therefore, like, I don't grow with Dougie anymore. He's still telling me he loves the green. He actually wants to push. I told him, if you do this, like, you're doing it. You can't you can't do a sigh and then be like, nah. And I told him this, and he still wants to push. I just need I need like approval or denial on it. I mean, I plan to take care of him myself. Re-up him, because I ain't got anyone that I need to kind of help
Yeah, I
out.
mean,
So it wouldn't be hard. And I feel like we need more pushers. So
Yeah, we definitely need more pushers. So if he's on board, do it. And if you just want to send him Ilya's way and have Ilya manage him as well, you can do that too.
yeah, Luciano's, he said that. I don't want to step on, if it's Ilya's shit, it's Ilya's shit. But I guess I can re-up him when Ilya isn't around and make sure he's kicking up and everything. So
Yeah.
is there space on the PC, right? That second one up on the top floor.
Yeah. Should be
right.
plenty of space.
Yep, I'll get him pushing then.
Hell yeah.
That reminds me. Devon. I think Devon was growing. Now he's pushing. From the lumber union.
Oh yeah, I know that guy. Yeah.
He asked me if we. Actually, Jack told me if we wanted to keep him on our computer or if we should remove him. I'm not sure like what we should do about that.
Oh, fuck no. If he's not growing no more, we're getting rid of him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds
because
that's only for growers. That is
that's
only
right.
for growers.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I think Gigi's here now. All right, so 25 grand for next week. We still committed to that, yeah?
I like the idea. The reason I like this idea is because I'm kind of getting like, I'm over this kind of like constantly feeling like a need to check on people, evaluating people, see if they're fucking working or not. Like, this literally for me eliminates that problem. Everyone is gonna be brought in now on like an equal level, where like once 25K is a lot of money. If you're paying that, to me, that's commitment. Like, you're working hard, you're doing your dues. I got no issues with you. It just kind of, to me, it seems like it's across the board. It's not like this. Like, this top earner shit is fine, but like comparing people to other people, I'm just over it. You know what I mean? Like, I just want it across the board fair. You pay your fucking shit like everyone else here does, and that's it. We ain't gonna get on your fucking back. You know what I mean? That's why I think of it.
Man, Tony and Gigi got the color scheme going on. What do you think, Tony?
Nice.
Luciano?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's two sides, right? I mean, it's Aries. So what you're saying is you don't, no matter if somebody's doing more than the other, you don't want them to feel devalued or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. I just don't.
Yeah, I mean that'll create, somebody feels like, fuck, like, I'm not working hard enough, devalued. They might, bring that back on themselves. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think it would be a good thing to value everybody
across the board.
Yeah, but you still need to value the people who are working hard, right? So, I think complimenting them, maybe pulling them to the side. Like, look, you're working really hard. Really appreciate what you're doing. That should be a one-on-one thing, not in front of everybody. You know what I mean?
What I can do on that, I know it just showed up, but what I can do on that is if we want to give like top earners a little extra toward their kick up, I can do it just like that. I go, hey, you were one of the top 3. I don't put people in order or anything or tell them anything crazy. I just go, hey, one of the top 3, here's a little extra if we were doing it money-wise, let's say, right?
Guys, listen, top 3 earners, doesn't matter what order you put them in, just pay them. whatever. I think it was like 5% each from the pot. Yeah, you've been paying yourself too, GG.
Yeah, I've been paying myself. Yeah, I've been
Okay,
waiting
so-
sometimes to make sure the other payouts go out first, and then me later on. Sometimes like 2 days later, but it's been fine.
You should pay yourself first from the total pot. You should pay
Okay.
yourself first, and then we deal what we have after. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I'm definitely calculating it off of how much we've got when we've taken everything in, but I just don't always grab it depending on what's going on. But it's always written down. I always get it.
And then top 3 earners get a 5% from the pot each. Top 3.
So from the pot, do you mean like how much cash we have on hand that day, how much profit we made that week?
From the total money accumulated for the week. Yeah.
Okay, not including dues, right? Just money made from jobs.
Yeah. I think so.
Okay. Yeah, no, I can do that and make sure it's always calculate that point. Ilya's calling me really quick. Ilya. Yeah, we're doing that.
Yeah, I'm on board with it. For the record, I want to see who bitches and moans.
Yeah.
I'll be here.
So, I mean, you're just gonna tell them 25 grand needed by next week. Dirty or dirty or clean. We don't do the. I don't think we need to do the 30 grand. Just do 25 dirty or clean. Period. Just keep it simple.
Yep.
And we need it by next Friday, and then we'll see who bitches, who moans, and who understands. Okay, let's let's fucking put this put our fucking hands down and work.
Yeah.
We got the butt coin farm. It's up to like 54 now. We still have a long ways to get it to fucking 100. So we need people contributing to that.
That sounds good to me. I don't mind doing this, but if people want to make it easy on people, if they want to report in throughout the week as they already do by throwing money in the pot and saying, 5K dirty in for moonshine, whatever. At the end of the week, when I check everyone's earnings, I can get everyone's earnings like I normally do, and then tell them, hey, you owe me 7K more to reach your 25, or whatever.
Yeah. So we need to clarify. Like this isn't a percentage of like the kickback. So
Mm-hmm.
if we want 25 grand dirty, we want 25 grand dirty. Period.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
No kickback.
Talk
What the
though.
fuck is that?
Talk though.
Oh, did we calm down here?
I don't know. I mean,
People
time
might
we
start
usually
gathering up.
have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the kickback is after the 25K. So if I bring in 50K dirty, then 25K is taken, and then the remaining 25K after that you get kickback on of the normal rate.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
smart.
exactly.
It's a great system.
Yeah. So you're essentially at minus 25,000. You need to get to 0, and then you get whatever kickback you get from above 0.
Yeah.
Now, my only question is, I agree with that. My only question is, let's say you do 3 different jobs, right? You do pawning, you do moonshine, you do weed pushing. All of those cuts are different,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if you earn 25K doing a mixture of those things, what cuts are you getting for the stuff above that amount? Do I cut out the things where they would get the smallest cut? Like, you know what I mean? That can complicate it. And we're not tracking it in chronological order of what they dump in. People are not going to do it like that for sure. So that's my only concern
Wait,
there.
what do you mean though? I'm a bit confused.
Okay, so let's say I make 20,000 pushing moonshine, which would get me 55% back if I got a kickback on it, right?
Yeah.
And then my last 5K plus an extra 5K, I make 10K cooking moonshine, which would get me 15%, right? So that extra 5K that they made over the 25, because they hit the 25 quota with everything else, do I give them 15% back of that for cooking moonshine? Do I give them 55% because a lot of the work that they did was
No.
a
So
different job for a
the
This
different
is
guy?
too
25
complicated.
grand. No.
Yeah.
It's simple, guys. The first 25 grand is not tracked in any way whatsoever.
Yeah.
They need to contribute $25,000 dirty.
Got it. So they're only reporting beyond the 25K for anything that they want to cut for.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Yeah. If
That
we do
keeps
like that,
things
then
much
that's
more
fine.
simple. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good. That's
that
good.
way
keeps it.
simple.
Yeah, we're not gonna give them cuts of anything. They need to
Mhm.
produce $25,000 dirty. However, they choose to produce that is on them, or clean, right? But for the dirty side, none of that is tracked. They get 0 kickbacks from doing that. Once they
Yep.
pay that 25, then whatever they make after that is what they get their money back on.
I think a mixture is fine as well. If you come up with 12.5k clean, 12.5k dirty, that's fine
Yeah.
as well. But no balances,
Yeah.
right? Not like, well, I cooked this, so this equals me out to 0. Like, no, like you have to produce
to
the
physically
money,
hand it
like
over.
physically, yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
physically
right.
hand the money over. Yeah.
And it should be an issue because it's clean and dirty, so you have multiple ways.
All right, that's fine. The only issue is then that means people are likely only dropping off money kind of end of the week, which slows down potentially the washing cleaning, right? That kind of like
Mm.
backloads it to Friday.
Yeah,
So
but what,
I
what
say we let people drop off money anytime because also that shit is heavy as fuck and they're not,
Yeah.
they're not gonna put it in their
yeah, but,
apartments.
remember with the new money runs as well, like it's very easy to clean that shit now.
Yeah.
We can do like
Right.
20,000,
So it should
30,000 runs.
hopefully, yeah, it should be okay. I would just like to say that we should let people drop off money, and I'll make another note on the computer that just says like drop offs for dues, right? And they can be like, this week I dropped 10k so far. Easy.
Yeah, that works. Yeah.
Yeah. Just make
Yeah,
sure, make it clear to
that's
people
better.
that they don't have to hold on to it for Friday because like I don't know where they would put it.
And clarify if they're gonna do the dirty cash, they have to go out and generate that. It's not let me get $25,000 of dirty cash by cleaning cash for the crew this week. No, it's go get us $25,000 in dirty cash. Either
Oh.
roof running, you're
Right.
fucking chopping, you're doing whatever it is.
I do
They're
have
bringing that back.
one thing I wanted to ask about. So the 2 days ago, about the jewelry boxes, we did the big run. We got it all done. I didn't take the money out of the house stash or whatever to buy these boxes. I took it out of the bank account, out of mine. In future, should we be taking the money out? Because I didn't get to speak to you about this, Gigi. How do we want to do, like, if I buy some of these boxes, right? Do I take it out of my money and then, with the 9,000, how is that gonna
See-
work? Or should we
Keep it
take it out of the,
Just take it out of the
So-
crew. Just take it out of the crew
Yeah.
pile. It's the simplest way to do it.
because if somebody's growing weed, they need to pay for overhead. They need to buy gardening equipment, right? They
Yeah.
just take that out of the pile. So same thing for that. Any overhead, you cover it, you write it down, and then when you make the money back, let's say it cost you 9k to do that. Okay, well 9k of that pays it back, and then the rest is profit. That's it.
Okay.
I think that keeps it
Okay.
easy.
Yeah. All right, that works.
All right, are we good? Anything else?
Yeah, I think that's it.
I think that's good.
All right, somebody round everybody up. I'm not doing it. I'm too lazy.
Ilias already started calling some people. We call Larry back.
Can you make a special
Right back.
list, GG, for this week?
That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
yeah, we because we're buying this house, we can't have anyone not paying
Aye.
or you know what I mean.
We'll do Larry. Yeah.
Teddy's not around. You seen him today, Lang?
I did. He said it's not gonna be around. Unfortunately, right now.
Hey, Harry.
Hey, you know,
We got a meeting today.
yeah, meeting. I'm rounding everyone up, making the phone call. So we'll see you down at Cyprus, all right, man?
All right, be there as soon as possible. I just got exploded in a crazed
Oh.
accident.
Jesus.
So I was driving my senior Bunsmobile. It got bumped into a car, bumped by another car. 4 cars exploded. We're currently trying to
Ouch.
salvage everything, but I'll be there as soon as possible.
All right, man. See you down there. Appreciate it.
Yep. See you later.
Bye bye. Do we make cousin do kick ups?
No.
No, we don't. Okay.
He's just a he's
Yeah.
he's a completely separate role. And my God, am I happy we have that motherfucker.
Larry's on the phone.
Yo,
Hey Martin, weekly meeting down at Cyprus.
yeah, I'm just I'm waiting for Larry's coming back to the trailer, and I'm gonna take him, and we're both gonna go. I'm on my
Gotcha.
way
Yeah,
soon.
I tried to call him. He's on the phone. So if you bring him, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'll bring him.
All right. See you in a sec.
All right, bye.
Bye bye.
Hey,
Sub Octo.
Hey, Actor, how you doing?
So, how you doing?
doing good, thank you. Hope you're all good as well.
Hey Harry, how you doing?
Hey Vito, I'm good, my man. Hope you're having a good Friday. It's time for
Like
that
you
weekly
too.
meeting.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Looks
Yeah,
good.
I'm
Yeah,
with
we
Ilya
got
right now.
Vito
You
for
want
the
to?
first weekly meeting. Hell yeah.
Where should we go?
All right, Larry's on his way.
Cypress. Yeah,
Gotcha.
Cypress. You know the
Alright.
big behind the big sign. You'll find us. You come down to the bottom of Cypress, the big Cypress warehouses behind that.
Gotcha. Cypress warehouses. Okay. Okay. All right. We'll be right there.
Yeah, it's by the big bridge, the big massive bridge that goes over.
I think I know what you're talking about. I think I've seen it when I've been around Cypress. Okay. We'll be right there.
All right, see you in a bit.
Ciao, ciao. Appreciate you.
No Teddy, Yuno's on his way, Vio's on his way, Martin and Larry are on their way. Am I missing anyone? See, we got no
Martin,
Roosh.
Larry, Ilya, Vito. Yeah.
I think
that's
we're
it.
good.
That's
we're
it?
good. We're good.
I'm gonna piss. Give me a sec. You talked to Ilya, right, Gigi?
Yeah,
All right,
he's gonna
awesome.
be on his way.
I got some food that's starting to get cold. Anyone need some?
I'll take it.
I'll be right.
Thanks, pal.
Wait a minute, take for a second.
Doesn't make sense. How can a solid turn into a gas?
Sublimation.
Hey, how we doing, gentlemen?
Hello, hello.
Hey,
Discussing sublimation.
What on, boys? How you doing?
Oh, Jesus Christ, Octo. We're not.
$100
we're
on
not in that
Octo.
car
$100 on
anymore.
Octo.
Christ, man.
The gun isn't here
Fight,
anymore.
fight, fight.
Jesus.
God,
Christ.
yeah, need that. Scratch you up, yeah.
Gigi,
Yeah.
Tony, Octo, Luch, Lang. How you doing?
Hey, what
Hello,
up, Vito?
hello.
How you doing, pal?
Good to see you. Good to see you.
How you doing? How you doing?
Hey,
Harry
you
taking a
guys
piss?
call. You guys call Marty or?
Yeah.
I texted Marty. He should be coming by.
Okay. I didn't have Oscar's or Larry's phone number, so I didn't call them.
I got Larry. Don't worry.
Okay.
He called me first, actually. Which is very good.
Oscar's in Tahiti. Ain't coming back.
Oscar? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing, Harry?
Hey, Harry, how you doing?
What's up, boys? Oh, I'm glad it's fucking Friday.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday.
You good, Ilya? You try to call. We're having a meeting, but if you need to speak after this, just pull me to one side.
Yeah, of course. No, I was just calling everybody to see who's around for the meeting.
Good on you. Helps a lot.
Damn, some of you guys like. You guys just
Jesus
don't like silence,
Christ.
huh?
Sorry.
All right, Tony. $500
Fucking
if you kill him right now.
silence is awkward. You know, it's just fucking is
Alright, never
so
mind.
awkward.
I don't think
Everybody's sitting
so.
Here, fucking quiet as fuck.
Well, say
Like
something.
we're waiting for the fucking
What's
teacher
on your
to
mind?
come
What are
in
you
the
thinking
fucking
about?
class, and we're all sitting here. None of us want to fucking be here. Type vibe.
Well, what if we do, huh?
You know, I mean, I know we do. I was just saying, it's like when the teacher walks
Mhm.
in. You know, everybody's quiet.
Anyone see F1 quali?
F1?
B1, yeah.
No, I didn't. Oh, we'll call it
Okay. Max. Once again.
Max
seems to be-
Verstappen.
Yeah, he's like, but yeah, Charles Leclerc, he was only 2/10 behind.
Nice.
Forza Ferrari, grazie ragazzi. He's
Grazie.
gonna win this season.
Yes.
telling you. Max is gonna crash out.
That's it, I
Well,
got
let's
you.
not hope for Max to crash.
No, I mean obviously, yes. don't wish any actual harm on him.
Oh, of course.
He is the best. Right?
He is. I mean, he's won time after time and time again.
Well, what?
F1.
Yeah,
Stappin's doing it again.
I hate it.
Every time.
Ferrari must be on top.
Isn't Lewis going to Hamilton or Lewis? Isn't he going to Ferrari?
Mercedes. He actually, I think he didn't qualify too great. I think
Oh.
5th or 8th. Something
Isn't
like
he
that.
moving teams though or no?
Next season, yeah. He's
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
Ferrari, which is interesting. But yeah, nobody saw that one coming.
When was the last time Ferrari won?
Uh, I can't remember if it was. I don't know, because Lewis Hamilton won like 9 seasons in a row, so.
Jesus Christ.
Before that,
Wait, he won 9 in a row?
I don't know if it was in a row actually, but he's won 9. Yeah.
Jesus fuck.
There
Guys
is
like
someone I
you.
want to bring up. Actually, I can bring it up.
7 in a row.
There's the people here that it matters the
9
most.
total.
These motel runs are going up to like 20 grand. Now, I'm kind of in the mindset that we need to start kind of running it with like 4 people and ideally with a gun, which I know we don't have much of yet. But what do we think on that? Are we looking to like make this like a thing where we get like four people together, and it's just we're doing 20K at a time, and we bring a gun, or are we gonna try and like just stick to like doing it like 2 people and then just using no guns and hoping we get away with it?
Nah, I think we should use a gun and go in force, like a group of 4.
Yeah.
But we gotta
talking
get we gotta talk to everybody about this. I feel like maybe Martin and Harry and Larry need to hear this too.
Yeah, I just wasn't. I bring it up because I don't know if they help us clean money at all, so I don't really know. But sure, we can wait.
There was a vehicle.
Oh yeah, I just saw a car. It's going past the right now.
There it is.
Well, when's the ammunition's back up, guys? Anyone know?
5 days, I think.
Fucking
Table's
5
done.
fucking days.
Yeah, 4.
5
yeah,
days,
4
yeah.
days. 5 days, yeah.
Car's still just rolling.
So what's the scope of this whole money run business, getting all risky and all that? So I've heard about the robberies and all that, and you said 20,000, Harry. Is that per run? Is there a minimum per run? Do you have to do 20,000?
The minimum would be 5K, as it was before,
Yeah.
Okay.
and now it's 21,000. You can do 3,000 to stop, 7 stops, 21,000, and that's why it became rampant all of a sudden, as shown by yesterday. So yeah, we.
I mean, that's great for us, right? But we just as long as we ain't getting robbed. I mean, that's kind of what we wanted.
Yeah.
20,000 in a single car is a big fucking target.
Mm-hmm.
How,
Yeah,
how
it
many
is.
how many runners do we have? I mean, you take 20,000, just get 4 runners and five grand each. Right? I mean, reduce the attractiveness of a single target, and if one person gets caught, robbed or anything, it's 5,000 down the drain versus
Not to be
20.
that
The
guy,
issue is
though.
people have to do it
Not
together.
to be that guy.
Mhm.
I mean, Octo is like the best runner for that. So, I'm gonna counter it and say, wouldn't it be better if Octo as the driver, delivered all of it, and then people, all guys are just kind of holding down, when he's gonna come back, and we got multiple guys, there for protection. You know what I mean? Because Octo,
Yeah,
if he gets stopped with the cops, I mean, he can lose him. You know what I mean? It's not even a question. So why?
sure.
It's not the cops
four
we're worried about.
drivers?
It's other people with guns.
Yeah, so-
Because if you have
Yeah.
4 people in a car, right, and they're all holding money, and someone comes up with a gun and is pointing at someone's head, you're not all gonna start doing something, you're gonna stop because he's holding a gun
I'm
to somebody's
blasting.
head.
I don't care. I'm blasting. I'm sorry. You guys are not worth 20
mean,
grand for me.
yeah.
You will die. They will die, and I'll walk away with 20 grand.
Yeah, I like that.
I think part of the issue might be that people are not retaliating fast enough, right? They put hands up and they just sit there.
I would love to retaliate.
Yeah.
I mean, we do got to start striking back 100%.
100%.
100%.
Sure.
Yeah, I
I
think they're
agree.
a little too.
Honestly, I think this is all a product of nobody retaliating. So once we start, just one guy doing a fucking run, get 2 or 3 guys in the second car with fucking guns. Anybody pulls up, you just start blasting.
Yep.
Just start fucking blasting. They're trying to hold somebody up. Don't even let them say 2 words. Put a fucking bolt in his head.
Yep.
Well, that's why I won. That's why I want to organize. You know, these 20K runs.
Yeah.
I want to be there for sure. Like, you know,
100%. Yeah.
We just need another blicky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, sign me up.
We got enough
Blicky
to
or
make up
fucking
for,
wrench
so
will
we're
do whatever.
Oh
Yeah,
fuck
me
yeah!
too.
All right. Yeah, no, like Harry said, these runs they gotta be like full operations now. I mean, if we don't do this, we're not gonna be able to clean any money. That means nobody gets paid. So
Hey, where these
Everybody's gotta
motherfuckers
be-
at?
So
We all hands
Monty
on
should
deck
be
for this
free.
shit.
Yuno is basically Italian, and then Martin and Larry don't know.
Through adoption, he is. Yeah.
Oh my god,
That's illegal.
it's spreading. IST is spreading.
Oh no. Oh no.
Wait. Can somebody, Akko, can you text me? None of my texts are loading on my phone. You have to, so I got out.
Well, we catch up on subs, man. Priest, thank you for the 13 months, dude. That Dash Guy, thank you for the 5 months. Trudy, thank you for the 31 months.
Get that?
Danny, thank you for the 27 months.
No.
I'm not too clever, thank you for the
Me,
5
uh,
gifties.
back.
Playground, thank you for the 4 months.
Yeah.
Fame, thank you for the 3 months. Desaurus, thank you for the 3 months. And Chloe, thank you for the 13 months. Legends. I mean, that must be a relief, though, Octo, the fact you can do like 21K at a time now. I imagine that's what you were looking for.
Yes. Yeah. I like yesterday I actually started to consider also like doing moonshine runs, so not the actual production, but just like helping out with that. So just like being able to do more things. So,
Guys,
Yeah,
I was doing a
spending
senior
less
buns
time.
delivery. Someone drove over the thing. It blew up. 4 cars blew up. There's a huge explosion. Everything. It was crazy. Ooh.
Glad
How you
you're in one
doing, Neil?
piece.
Did that
all
happen,
right?
or
It's
did
good to
that
see you,
come to you
baby.
in a dream?
No, that it happened. It happened.
Okay.
It was crazy.
Z6
Okay.
Said
doing.
I'm not the last one here.
Hey, you're not. You're not.
That
That's
is
good.
true.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
true. How's G6 gone?
Pretty good. I'm making pretty good money, but I have a feeling it's all gonna go away soon.
Yeah.
Well, why's that?
The Mausley's restock. It's got to be coming. It's been almost a month.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen any day now.
It's got to be
Yeah,
coming.
surely
it's
it's
been like
showing
a
up.
month. I
Mhm.
swear, it's coming. It's coming, guys, and my bank will be
Yeah.
empty. Emptied, I tell you. It's looking pretty good now, though.
Yeah,
but
guys, here, let's make the
I don't
next
wanna get
circle
used to
bigger.
it.
Yep.
What's up, boys?
Welcome, boys. Welcome, welcome.
hey yo.
All right.
All right.
Tony's napping. Was there anyone that couldn't make it today or anything?
Teddy, that's it, I think.
Teddy and just Roosh. Yeah. yeah.
Roosh, yeah.
Okay.
Harry, I think it's it's
yeah.
your turn to kick it off today. Yeah.
Wait, where the fuck is Tony?
What the fuck is Tony?
He had a problem with his phone. So I think he's
Yeah, he had to nap.
quick nap.
Oh,
I was just
okay.
waiting for Tony.
Oh, I thought you meant he's napping, like napping, not gonna be here napping.
No, he was just here.
Oh,
You
okay.
got food? No. If it's your
I'll
last
call
one,
him just to
we'll-
make sure he's good.
Yeah, wake him up.
So, anyone excited for that Mosley's restock?
Oh, there he is.
It's coming, surely. It's been a
Not
month.
as much as you.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm excited.
It's on its way.
Octavia,
I need a daily
come
driver.
Who needs a
now.
Who needs a car?
with
Come
me
on,
for
who needs a
second,
car?
Octavia,
Come on.
while we wait for Tony.
Yeah,
Oh,
700
he's
bucks a
here.
rental. Who needs a car?
What up, boys?
Octavia,
Tony, get in the circle.
Come on, boys, let's go. Let's start this up.
No, I already got the money for it, man. I got the money.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy it. I need it. Oh, Tony, you're back.
Hi guys.
Tony, you good? You good?
Oh my God, yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
Something in my mind real quick. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Listen, hope everyone had a good week. It's actually my first one I've been to. I missed the last two, so good to see all of you. First immediate thing I want to bring up is something that has affected us like 2 different times this week. It's pretty important. Guns. I don't know, how many of you guys are holding them? How many of you guys are grabbing them? Listen, if you have a gun and you're in a car and it's on your lap, it's gonna get called in. There's been like 2 separate occasions where this has happened, and it's very close. It's very nearly fucked us. So, if you're doing anything with a gun, make sure it's kind of put away in a glove box. And if you're doing anything with a gun near the house, do not be anywhere. Do not park outside the house. That house down in the south side. We're looking to sell it. We're looking to get the fuck out of there because it's a shit show. It's crawling with cops. But for now, let's go back to let's go back to parking away from the house. Okay. We used to do this. We used to kind of be smart about it. We used to park around the back. We used to park in a parking lot down the road. And we all stopped doing it. So I don't want to see any kind of cars parked outside the house if you're doing something illegal. If you're bringing stuff in and out, just park around the back, park down the road. Don't look fucking sketchy, and don't have a gun on your lap. That's kind of number one.
Yeah, and they'll call you in from anywhere. It doesn't matter where you're at. It seems you can be on the top of a fucking mountain alone. You got a gun in your lap. It's getting called in. Just be aware of that.
Second thing, I think. Sorry, Luciano, you want to pitch in?
Yeah, certainly don't have like a fucking key on you or anything like that. Something that'll trace back to where you may have gotten the gun, or we don't want the cops connecting anything to like where your home is and whatnot. So make sure that if you're doing anything illegal, I guess it depends on how hot it is. Keep the keys hidden if you have a key.
Second thing I want to bring up is motel, that motel right by where we live, also been an absolute hellhole, crawling with cops, crawling with people getting robbed left and right. Even worse now, since we can clean, I think, 21 grand per run. So we're gonna look to get a little operation going. Maybe certain days of the week, or once or twice, per week. We're gonna round up 4, 5, 6 people. Hit these runs together. Make sure that the run is safe, protected, and fucking blast if we have to. So if that's something that fucking tickles your fancy, then Octo's the guy you want to speak to, or any of us. Like Octo's our main runner. He's great at it, and he needs fucking backup. So, and we need people for it. We can work together on this and make sure, because we've lost money. We've lost crew money. People getting robbed. It's not really anyone's fault. It's just it's so hot, but we don't want it to keep happening. So we just need to be tighter. I think ammunition is something in like 5 days. So fingers crossed we get like a goddamn magazine blueprint or something, and we can start rolling out with these guns and putting bullets in people's heads if they try and rob us.
Yeah.
That's pretty much.
These chumps.
Yeah, I mean, Octo's begging for it to get some revenge. So that's pretty much it for me.
I feel like this needs to be like a larger operation moving forward. It's an essential part of our finances. Without cleaning money, nobody gets paid. There's no kickbacks. So it is crucial that this is on everybody's mind at the very top. We really need to figure out a strategy moving forward, involving guns, involving retaliation, involving maybe a second core whenever we're following people that are cleaning money. Because it's going to get hot, and it's only going to get worse.
I'll dive into the third point. So we need to move out the spot on the south side. The house is gonna go up for sale, and we are looking to move into Mirror Park. And what we have our eye on is expensive. Therefore, this is the heads up. But next week, the never mind. Scratch that. That's it for me. Yep, that's
All right,
it for
Sean,
me.
you got anything else?
Yeah. Welcome to Vito here. He's a new addition to the crew. He is bought in, just like everybody here is. So make sure you exchange numbers with him. Vito's gonna be also an essential part of the organization moving forward. We got a lot of plans for him, and how he's gonna get
It's
involved.
not just meant for dons.
He's currently
I don't know why
working
he stopped
on-
me.
well, actually, Vito, you can speak for yourself. What are you currently doing with the crew?
Well, right now I'm primarily focused on the weed operation with Ilya. I'm also doing some moonshine on the side. Looking to get into some other things as well. I've expressed interest already to a few people here, but looking to help out with this whole money cleaning shit, as well as some other stuff with Tony that I've done in the past. Looking to maybe do some more of that as well, Tony. So yeah, just looking to expand my horizons in as many ways as possible. But I appreciate the welcome, Luch. Like you said, I'm Vito. We should exchange numbers. There's a few people I don't know here, actually. So we should indeed exchange numbers.
As you guys know, or some of you might know, Vito is my brother, my blood brother. However, that does not make a difference here. This is a business at the end of the day. I expect him to be treated no differently. Treat him equally, of course. And yeah, we're here to make this this business move in the right direction.
Glad to fucking have you, Vito. Welcome.
Welcome aboard.
Appreciate it.
Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard, baby.
I have you,
Hell
pal.
yeah.
Don't worry, Vito.
That's
I'll
what
treat you
Yeah.
worse.
Yo, you still my uncle?
I guess so. Yeah. Appreciate the
Oh,
welcome,
God.
guys. Thanks. Glad to be
What
here.
else? I feel like we really need to put a lot of urgency on this whole cleaning cash shit. Lang, I don't know if you want to dive deeper into this, into strategies and whatnot that we could think of. Or should we leave that for another talk?
We're gonna want the money runs.
Yeah, the money runs. I mean, we kind of know who's doing them. I don't know if it was the same people that robbed us yesterday, but we know Chang Gang is involved in some way, shape, or form, as well as sanitation. So it's becoming a big problem.
I mean, we just got to start setting up situations where we can take them out if shit goes down, right? Just don't get caught lacking, really. If you're doing these money runs, don't be alone. Do it with the crew. Like Carrie said, he's going to try to put something together for this week, probably with Octo. And if you're interested in getting involved, just reach out.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going on with cash exchange? Octo, are we planning on hitting that or what?
Right now, I'm thinking we wait till the lower. So every day, the dongles, a random tier appears, from 1 to 3, as far as I've seen. I'm thinking we wait for the 1 to appear and then maybe buy 1 or 2 of those, because it's 25 coins for the 1 tier, and then the 3s cost up to like 50 to 100 or something. So it'll just cost a lot more coins if we don't hit it the right day.
Do we know the difference between the tiers?
As far as I know, I've been talking to other groups. They make no difference. I'm sure they do at some point, but nobody's figured out what difference it is. One of my friends hit the laundromat with a tier 3. Absolutely no difference. Coin exchange, they did it with a tier 3 also. And, well, I guess they haven't done it with a tier 1 yet, so. But the laundromat, it didn't make a difference. So I think it just makes more sense to wait for the lower tiers to save like 50 coins each.
All right, hell yeah. So is it just random, or do we know when the next one will be up for sale?
It's just random. We just got to check every day.
Yeah, I mean, I messed up a
Oh,
little
there's one
bit.
more
But the thing is,
thing,
even if I say
My
like
friends who did the
that we're
cash
looking to
exchange
buy a
already,
new property, like
after they did it,
it doesn't mean that
the
people are gonna
dongles no
guarantee
longer
get keys
appearing in
for
the
it. I don't give a
program.
fuck. But yeah,
Not sure if
I
it's
should have just
stuff
said
to them or,
kickout's gonna be 25K next
if it's
week.
intentional.
I don't need to give a reason.
Could be something to think about. So we might
Doesn't
want to
matter
stock
too
up on a
much,
few of them
whatever.
just in case when they're cheap.
Okay, interesting. All right. We're what, like $54 coin a day, right?
It's pretty good actually. Now that the contract's cheaper, so.
Yeah, I still think we should aim for like 100 at least
Yeah.
minimum.
Oh, GPU prices went. Well, the price didn't go down, but the circuit board requirement went down. So.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well. So the PC parts kind of equal out to nearly the same price as if it was 500 circuit boards, which is interesting,
Yep.
but it requires less circuit boards now, which is good.
Means chip prices should be coming down, hopefully.
Yeah. And also with that, listen, if you're using the computers, do not stay connected to the fucking internet. Do not get hacked. Don't get your shit fucking stolen. Disconnect it and stay disconnected. That's it. Only use that shit when you have to. What else we got? I think that's pretty much everything. Yeah. I mean, I don't think we got anything else other than fucking kick-ups due. I mean, Gigi, you got anything you want to go over?
Yep. Okay, so you guys know I got everybody but two of you. We were doing one-on-ones this week with me. Dawn's been listening in, but, that was just me checking in on everyone. We were doing just an evaluation of your time, if you're happy with the jobs you're doing, if you want to reallocate time, all of that. And the consensus is pretty clear between a lot of people. Several of you said you did want to contribute more, but up until this point, we've always said, no donations, don't just hand us stuff, track time in, do work. But everyone is really, money's up on the personal level. And everyone knows, we just spend a shit ton of money on the Buttcoin farm, and we've been talking about the need for money. So we have not raised dues in a very long time, and Dons and I discussed it, and we do want to do that. So for next week, we're going to raise it to 25 grand, dirty or clean or a mix. So you do not have to go ahead and go through the process of cleaning this, have it in your bank account, and then hand it to us. You could do a job, drop it off at the house.
Sorry,
I'm going to
can
make
I
a new
stop
note
you?
on the computer for that.
Larry, Amon, is there something you want to share? I see Larry open his phone, text Amai responds, Larry pulls out his phone again. If you guys got something to say, just say it to the group.
He was gonna ask about sanitation. He can say because he's 300 stars or whatever. He knows all about it.
Okay,
Go ahead, Larry.
listen, if we're having meetings, guys, like, let's just keep the texting out of it.
We could get to that after this. Definitely. But no, I'll continue on this real quick and then I'll open the floor. But we do need to raise dues because things are getting more expensive. There was this sudden need for circuit boards when we needed to juice the farm, and we were running on, a lot of people giving 5K a week, and that's it. Don's giving 10K a week, and that's it. A lot of the kickbacks, I'll be honest, are really generous. The crew takes a 30% cut of a lot of the work you guys have done, and, a lot gets shelled out. So since a lot of people did express that they are fine with it and wanted to just contribute more, we don't want to just open the floor and say, okay, give us whatever. We want to keep it fair and even. So we're going to increase the dues and step it up an even amount for everyone. So 25K. That's the deal. That way, no one is contributing an extra amount over someone else and just dumping cash at us because, we're trying to keep this even off of the work you're doing. And anything you do want to give in the same way you always do, you want to log some work, you push moonshine, whatever it is, beyond that 25, you will get kicked back on that. Just as you always do. So everything up to that 25, you just dump it at the house. I'll make a note for you saying, hey, dropped off 10K dirty rolls toward my dues, right? Or whatever. Keep track of it. Give me any excess on Friday. And then anything beyond that, you do the normal logging system that you would, and you'll get kickbacks on all the excess to keep that fair. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah, that sounds
Yep.
good.
It all
Any
makes
questions?
sense,
Questions, concerns, doubts? Speak up now.
All right. That's all I have on that. Larry, if you want to go over anything with sanitation, go right ahead.
Sanitation is great again. I don't know if you guys know, but you get a lot more materials per job. So I used to get about 44 bins after a job. Now I get 75. And me and Bubbles were fucking around, and we did it for like 20 minutes. We accumulated 500 bins in 20 minutes.
Wow.
500 bins in 20 minutes.
Yeah, and this
Even
was just digging
recyclables,
around,
right?
getting
Jesus.
food, and what else were we doing? And we were just, we were just really excited and happy, like we couldn't contain ourselves. So we were just,
That
we
on
were just
top of,
really, really happy.
Yeah, on top of the
Wow.
GPUs costing half the stuff. That's pretty good.
And they're
Yeah,
half
no.
cheaper. Jesus.
Have cheaper,
Well, they're not
and you get
cheaper,
them
just in terms
faster.
of circuit boards.
In terms of like material cost, it
Yeah,
costs
yeah.
more actual like, I wouldn't say more money. It's like around the same money because you have to buy 7 PC parts, which is like 224 after tax per part. It's like 1.5K in cash, and then 300 materials, 250 circuit
Yeah.
boards, 25 plastic, and then 25 copper.
Don't
So
forget the
it's,
PC parts as well.
It's like the price is around the same, but in terms of like supply, it's a lot easier. You know?
Got it.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's if you're out there not
huge.
getting robbed.
I feel as
Yeah.
though, I feel like the robbers aren't going to rob, because I have a theory. I mean, you can rob me, but I can just get all that back in like 20 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not really, I'm not going to like, going to want vengeance or want to seek blood and go fuck them up. I'm like, all right, whatever, take it. I don't give a fuck. I can just get this shit back easy. You know what I mean? But
Right.
that's just me personally. That's just me.
Well,
If I were to ever get touched, God help them. But I don't, I'm not going to trip over it.
I'm sure people have moved on to the motel now anyway. So
Yeah, motel, I feel like that's going to be the hot commodity, because I don't get why people are robbing sanitation workers, because you got to find somebody with high enough rep to like recycle all the broken down materials and furniture that they caught from people, or jug from people, steal from people. That was way too urban. And it's more of a hassle for them, and it'd be more easier to rob the people that are doing the money runs.
Oh, on top of that, if you're down in the sewers, I think Earthwell doesn't like that anymore, and he might be dropping your stars.
What?
Yeah.
That being said, Harry and I are down there every damn day.
Yeah,
so
that's
you
a
can send
falsified
us.
rumor. I don't think anybody's ever confirmed that. I don't understand how people keep saying that. There's like so many people. Even Santana's a 300-star worker with Earthwell, and he's down at the sewers all the time.
Wait, really?
I'm still at 300.
Yeah, I've
the
never
fuck?
dropped. And
Guys,
I,
we got to start passing information here that's actually confirmed. 'Cause that
Hold on,
has
hold
never
on,
been
hold on, hold
confirmed,
on.
and people keep saying it. That's never happened.
Wait, hold on. I did get confirmation. Maybe it's for another thing.
Must have been something else.
Yeah, it must have been
They just
something
didn't
else.
realize.
Whoever confirmed it for you has no idea what they're talking about, because that's never happened to anybody else.
Yeah, I'll look into it more, but something is affecting Earthwell stars, so I'll just let you guys know so you avoid that.
It's probably him doing another job that he doesn't realize he's fucking doing.
It's not one of the legal jobs. I think it's moonshine related.
Could be that too, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'll let you guys know then.
All right. I think that's pretty much everything we wanted to go over. Cash exchange, I guess, will be hitting whenever the USB is good to go. We'll organize that, and then we'll just keep pumping up the farms and just go from there. Don't get caught with a gun in your lap. Very easy to. We're good.
All right.
Tony, you
give
want
me
to
your
close us out,
dues.
Tony?
Or that.
Yeah. Close it out. As Lang said it. Don't get caught with a gun on your lap. Then you'll be fine. Everything will be good. Don't be sloppy. Stay smart. Don't pull out front of the house. Just keep the guns off your lap. Should be all good. All dandy. Work hard. Stay smart.
Work hard, stay smart. That's good.
Don't hit pulls.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's good.
Good shit, Tony.
Yeah,
Kick up
good
time.
advice. Good advice.
Thanks,
Line it up,
Mel.
do the thing.
All right. Kick ups. It's the normal for this week. We're not cruising it right now. That's for next week. So if you can do the thing, come up to me one by one. I mean,
I'm
what you
gonna-
got,
I'm gonna get mine.
kickbacks, I'll give what I can out of what you give me, but if there's anything excess, I'm gonna do it at the house because I did not want to become a loot box and carry $5 billion around.
Does anyone need a lift to the bank?
5,000 confirmed, thank you.
Yeah.
5,000 confirmed.
5,000 my bank's confirmed.